Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. In this video, we are going to use to show how INEC witness in the court or Presidential Election Petition Tribunal shows that there were no glitches on February 25 presidential election. You know, there have been this sing-song that, especially from INEC, that the reason why they could not transmit the presidential election result from the polling units to the INEC IReV as they promised was because there were glitches. And don't forget that several attempts were made by the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and the Labour Party itself to subpoena the ICT unit, Information Communication Technology unit of the Independent National Electoral Commission that were in charge of the ICT on February 25 presidential election, so that they could explain what they meant by glitches and how it affected the election. But they didn't honor that invitation. But INEC witness appeared in court on Tuesday. You know, and the same witness was also available for Atiku Abubakar on Monday. But on Tuesday, the ICT Director General, Deputy Director, Dr. Lawrence Bayode, was in court as a witness, as an INEC witness. And some of the things that came out from there shows that indeed there were no glitches. From the cross-examination of this witness, it was discovered, you will understand that there were no glitches. Now, first of all, there are some fundamental things we ought to know. So that's why I will begin this video by the cross-examination of the witness, this Dr. Bayode, by the INEC lawyer, because there are certain things he explained that will lead you to understand that there were no glitches, even though he made spirited effort to claim that there were glitches. And this is one of the exchange or the cross-examination between the INEC lawyer and the witness, Dr. Bayode. The INEC lawyer asked him, "Can you explain functionality and vulnerability test?" The witness answered. He said, "The functionality test is to test if the system is doing what it has been designed to do. The vulnerability test is a testing on the back end to ensure that the system is secured." This is the most critical one that has to do with the glitches, this issue of vulnerability. And you will see how the lawyer of Labour Party made him to agree that there were no vulnerability on INEC server. You follow it up. So we'll get to that place. He said the vulnerability test is a testing of the back end to ensure that the system is secured. The performance test is to test how the system will behave under heavy users. But the, the one that should be of your concern, if you are interested to know about whether there were glitches, is the vulnerability test, because that is the most important, that the one that had to do with if there were issues of glitches. The vulnerability test is a testing on the back end to ensure that the system is secured. So ensure that the system is not attacked by external or internal forces. Okay. Now, before then, INEC ICT witness was asked if there were formal complaints that they made to Amazon Web Service, AWS. Amazon Web Service is the company, the American company that provides security for INEC, provides security for INEC server and everything. They are probably the best in the world. Now, the INEC ICT deputy director, this Dr. Bayode, he was asked, you said that there were glitches on February 25. Did you make any complaint to Amazon Web Service? Do you lay any complaint to them? He said they didn't lay any, there was no complaint laid to Amazon. Now, if you didn't lay complaint, it means there were no glitches, because Nigerian government paid millions to Amazon Web Service to provide security for INEC to host their server. Now, if there were glitches, it means that Amazon Web Service fell in their responsibility. Therefore, you ought to complain to Amazon that, look, you failed us. On February 25 presidential election in Nigeria, we suffered glitches. It ought not to be so, because you provided security for us. But INEC didn't do anything like that, because this witness, they will needn't make any formal complaint, because they ought to make formal complaint. It's just like you having a megad guarding your compound, and then something got missing. You didn't think it was necessary to alert the megad, say, what happened? That people came in to this compound and took away things. That suggests that INEC don't care that there were glitches. Apparently, there were no glitches, because if they report what does not exist, Amazon will find out that they lied, because Amazon will go and check their own security system to see if there were glitches. Because there were no glitches, obviously. That was why INEC didn't make formal complaint to Amazon Web Services that they had problem with their system. What happened? Now, that is one side of some of the things that came out from the cross-examination. Now, let us look at some of the questions that was asked this INEC witness, who is Deputy Director of ICT Department. You know, Walo Olalepeku, the lawyer of Tinubu, the APC lawyer and INEC lawyer, obviously they didn't ask him questions that would put him on the spot until the Labour Party begin to ask him questions. Like some of the questions that Walolani Peku asks to lead the witness to go to the direction that there were glitches, and that even if there were glitches, it didn't affect the outcome of the election. It didn't affect the results of the election. Now, Olani Peku asked this INEC witness, the foundation and authenticity of INEC elections are written in the forms EC8A and EC8B. The witness said yes. Wololani Peku continued. Assuming IReV have blood documents, they won't affect the physical results of Form EC8A. And the witness said, yes, you are right. Now, the APC lawyer now took over. He said, look at your exhibit on the cloud log and explain to my lords how you obtain it and its essence. The witness said, thank you, my lord. It is obtained on the Amazon Web Service and shows activity that was deployed in the transmission application on Amazon Web Service to the glitches that were encountered on that day. Now, Labour Party lawyer took over the cross-examination and said, your app on e-transmission was tested before it was used. Wanted to find out from the witness whether their application they are using for transmission was tested before it was used. He said yes. Labour Party lawyer continued. The testing was done between 3rd and 6th February. Witness said no. So when was it? Witness said it was 4th February, which means the Labour Party lawyer was right to say it was between 3rd and 6th. Okay? The WhatsApp message I got from the court also showed that people laughed when he said that it was not true that it was between 3rd and 6th, because when he was eventually answered that it was on the 4th of February, people started laughing in the courts. Okay? The Labour Party continued. He said the report was received on February 22nd, 2023 by INEC. The witness said yes. Now the Labour Party said, this is the report and you produce it on subpoena. Labour Party lawyer showed the report on the testing of INEC equipment. He said yes. Now Labour Party said, okay, no problem, my lord. I want to tender the document in evidence. APC and Tinubu councils, they objected. Justice Samani admitted the document as exhibit. Labour Party continued with their cross-examination. Does this document show the findings? Witness said it says findings. So it shows findings resolved. It shows findings resolved. Witness said yes. He said, you are a senior pastor in your church. Labour Party asked the witness. He said yes. The witness said that yes. Now Labour Party continued. It shows the risk level. The witness said it is resolved. But it shows it was high risk. Labour Party insisted. The witness said it was resolved. Labour Party now said, so the e-transmission was not vulnerable. Take note of this cross-examination by Labour Party lawyer. Said, so the e-transmission was not vulnerable. Don't forget the definition of vulnerability that this same ICT official defined. okay, which has to do with the security. Okay, because if the vulnerability test showed that everything was okay, it means there was no problem with the transmission. So Labour Party now leads him to this level. So the e-transmission was not vulnerable. The witness said yes, it was resolved. That is how the witness was able to contradict himself, and through the cross-examination by Labour lawyer, admitted that there was no vulnerability, which means there were no glitches. Now the Labour Party man continued. He said, your test was done on the pre-production server. The witness said, no, it was on the UAT server. Labour Party lawyer said, okay, open page 25 of the report. The witness said, which report? The report you see. The lawyer of Labour Party is there. The witness said, hold on. Labour Party lawyer said, Pastor, you are taking all the time, because he was wasting time in locating the page 20, the page 23 that the Labour Party lawyer want him to read out. The witness said, I'm referred to as doctor, because the witness is no longer comfortable that he was being addressed as pastor. Labour Party lawyer said, I'm also a man of God. The witness said, I can't find it. He can't find page 23 on the report. So you can't see the page? Witness said, no, I can't. Labour Party continued. He said, you still cannot see it? The witness said, oh, I can see it now. Labour Party said, on this paragraph 733, on pre-produce, the witness said it was not this one. The Labour Party lawyer said, you tested the server, right? That is, you tested the server before the election. He said, yes, but the Labour Party lawyer said, I put it to you, doctor, that an Amazon Web Service cloud trail law would have shown these features: event time, event source, event name, Amazon Web Service region, source IP address. Do you agree? Witness said, it is listed. Do you agree? Labour Party lawyer insisted. Witness said, it is listed. This time, Justice Samani intervened. Is that a yes or no? Is that a yes? Witness said, yes. The Labour Party snapped copy of the EC. Now, the Labour Party lawyer now brought snap copy of EC 8A on IReV and the hard copy of from EC 8A. Okay, and asked him, you said that the snap copy of from EC 8A on IReV and the hard copy EC 8A can never be different. Witness said, anything can happen when you are uploading. Labour Party continued. Sir, will it change? So it will change. So it will change. If you are uploading it, the result will change. The witness said, it won't change. People started laughing. The Labour Party lawyer now said, show him this PLA 23 exhibit. Show him. Now this exhibit was now shown to the INEC witness. And now he said, okay, look at the document, please. What are the scores? The INEC witness said, I can't see it. It is blurred. So what are the scores? The witness said, I can't see it, but it looks different. The Labour Party lawyer said, Thank you, my Lord. Please answer one more question. Justice Samani intervened now, say, okay. And the Labour Party lawyer asks the witness, you are aware that INEC materials are archived? Witness say, which one? Your materials, press statements and all. The witness say, not all. The Labour Party lawyer say, oh, not all. Okay, so not all. Which means he has also exposed himself that some materials in INEC are not archived. Okay, but at the end of this cross-examination, it became obvious that Labour Party lawyer was able to lead the witness to prove that there were no glitches, and then made some other revelations in terms of the issue of blood result sheets. Because initially, when the cross-examination started, Wolo Olanipekun asked this same witness about whether there's any difference between the hard copy of from ECHA and the one that is on IReV. He said it doesn't show any difference. But when he was confronted with copies of blood from ECHA, he couldn't be able to read through them, which means that blood copies you cannot decipher what is inside. And don't forget that the lawyer, the mathematician that Peter Obi brought as one of his star witness, was able to show that there were 18,088 blood results, which nothing was, no, you can't read what was there, but yet this was the part of the results that was used in announcing Tinubu as the winner. It is part of the calculation that gave 8.7 million votes with which Tinubu won the election, according to INEC. And now, out of that 18,088 blood results, contain about 2.5 million votes that was illegally, according to the star witness, are allocated to Tinubu. And if you remove 2.5 million votes from Tinubu's 8.7 million votes, Tinubu's number will drop down to 6.2 million votes, and he will no longer have majority of the vote cast in the election. So a whole lot of things was achieved by the Labour Party lawyers on cross-examination of the INEC witness on Tuesday. And interestingly, that was the last. They closed their case. INEC closed their case. They are not bringing any other witness. But it is sufficient enough. It is sufficient enough to prove what Labour Party and even PDP themselves were alleging that happened at the election. So it was a good day for Labour Party, and it was a good day for those who want justice to be done in respect of the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. So they were able to extract information from this INEC witness to show that indeed there were no glitches. But let us see what happens as the matter goes on, how the justices will interpret that cross-examination. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. God bless you and yours.